teen horror story,
So this is Rena.
Special
This is where
special
everything began.
owls seem to have appeared
Yet
throughout
it's a dead
Donna.
world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate.
Rena, a world of death. God damn it, do we have to keep talking about this? Can we just play the fucking game?
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is
Go on, dip your toe in there.
world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something.
You know, because we can't not have fucking skits
So the idea is to
all the
seal great
goddamn
spirit inside
time.
the Renaissance using the sovereign and maiden's
Sorry, I hope not.
But just
I'm not
how do we
triggering
do
anybody
that
with my
exactly?
anger. It's just
I'm
like I
guessing
just
it
want to
won't
play
be
the
as
game.
easy
I
as
have not
holding
been
a
able to play the
spirit
game for
channeling
3
ceremony
hours
at our leisure.
because I have to stop and listen to all this shit.
I already astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier
Jesus
to attack
Christ,
at
man! I
least.
should just play a
And if
fucking
we can manage to divert enough energy away
interactive
from the
goddamn
spirit's
storybook
core,
at this
even
point.
temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renaissance, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change.
My God, I'm
that's
getting
for
so
sure.
impatient.
The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes
We just
turn out
spent
to be merely
2
skin
hours
deep.
talking about this same
What do you
shit
mean?
over and over again.
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule, but if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
that's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renans, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example, but with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
How about we just get
Yeah,
through the
you're
fucking
right,
task
Rena.
at hand and then
Why
we can
wait
have
for
this
somebody
flowery
else?
goddamn chat,
We can
huh?
show them ourselves.
You know, you're on a fucking planet full of black sludge that used to be living creatures and you sit here and talk about mundane bullshit. So this doesn't light up. Have you guys ever stopped to... No. Jesus Christ, man. We just flew to another planet with technology that you didn't even know was fucking possible 2 days ago. And still you guys stopped to talk about the same shit over and over.
Looks like we warped into that pit of astral energy.
It's like you just found out that your whole race was created by
I wonder what
aliens.
Helganquil's civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced.
These
like none
Helganquil.
either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're
Either
itching to delve
world,
into
this
its
was their
history,
world.
But we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Obviously, they sucked in too much astral
And you can
energy and it
hold
was
the
their
reasons you want when
undoing
you
because it
retire.
gained
I can
sentience.
think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an
These
aging
people,
specimen,
like, it's like
a
Dohalin's
little
supposed to
early
be
to be
smart.
giving it serious
He doesn't
thought
stop to
just
think
yet.
about shit.
a man can dream.
Realistically.
Though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Oh my god.
Hey!
We just took 2
I just
steps.
realized something.
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No, I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking maybe meat.
Get him, Hootle.
How dare you not take an interest in my interests?
Oh, what did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle.
Ow, ow, ow.
How dare you not be
Seriously,
interested in
what
this
the
ancient
hell?
alien race that created us? God damn, so much fucking
Guys,
skits.
when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful?
Oh my
You don't think the
god,
Renans
4
have,
hours
like,
of
a
plot.
range
This
where they
is
breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of
worst
my years,
pacing
I've
I've
never
come
heard of them
across
constructing such a
in a
massive
Tales
facility
game.
on Dana, let alone up in Lenegus.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zoogles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zoogles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zoogles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because
And the
they're a threat.
aliens made us and let us
Really
go.
haven't
Well, not
seen
you.
the very
You're
worst,
native
huh?
to your planet, but...
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
The
It's a nice
Helgonquins made
thought,
you.
but they attack towns and
You
cities.
made
What else are
Zoogles.
we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zoogles aren't so different after all.
God damn, how fucking frustrating. Sorry, I'm not trying to trigger people. It's just, you know, take 2 steps, listen to a shit ton of dialogue, take 2 steps, take a shit ton of dialogue. Like, this is so poorly paced at the end. It's all the story at the end. This is like the first fight we've gotten into
Helganquil!
in 3 hours.
Guess
Well, maybe
they don't
2
need their
hours,
Red
sorry.
Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
We're trying to set you free.
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
Level 53, huh?
Something off here?
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Where the fuck was I supposed to get the levels to fight these dudes if they're 7 levels higher than me?
Breath of life, heal my weary companion. Cure!
I'm glad I didn't go through that porter. Like, I'm assuming we can fast travel. Because if that's the case, I should just go back to that cave and grind there. Or I should go back to Lennigus and grind there.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time.
I really don't.
In an instant! Impact! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure that they were like, nah. The game's just going to be more difficult if you choose not to buy the experience boosters. Like, let's focus on these dudes. Come on, this one's almost dead. Like, if we ever get to a point where we can just fight these things repeatedly, then I can grind out.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danon slaves?
Hadn't done any side quests, so once I got there, I left. There are 2 relics
However,
that together
if
will
we
give you
don't make
double
a choice,
experience. Oh, okay.
The guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me.
Yeah, I had been doing
tracks.
side quests as they appeared, so I'm pretty much caught up on them. I think 12k from these dudes, not even enough to level up.
You have to stay the course.
The hell, Gonquil's legacy. Jesus goddamn Christ, I'm so tired of fucking reading this, listening to this.
But it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lennigus, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really
Like,
only
once I
use those
grind out
immense
to like
capabilities
50
to
here,
serve
I
the
can
Great
leave and go
Spirit?
try doing other
Or rather,
things.
was that the only use the
52.
Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
Because there are some side quests that I didn't do because I thought that we'd go to areas that like
You
had
have
a
a
steady
feeling when you
level
accept Helganquil.
progression.
Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would
skits
see
that
us
have
as
dumb
being on an
names.
equal level with them or not.
I mean, this is the first
I think we may
playthrough.
have had the
I'm
chance
doing
once,
everything.
before the Renan Great Spirit came along and
Skits that are just like
changed everything.
tacked
You
on
and
at the
Alfred both
end.
share an
Like,
optimism.
I'm doing all
A
of it.
strong
Just so that I can
willingness to
say I did it
believe in
once.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In Tragedy's Aftermath, hope is all we have.
But it's like, out of the 4 hours that I've played today, most of it has been these fucking
Just
skits.
Look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Danon, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries, at least, I'd say there's a good
You know,
chance
there was
that
a
we're the
review for this
first.
game that said this game didn't have enough voice acting.
Also, while I get that
Really?
it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing
At this
around
point, I
gawping
think there's
at
too
it at a
much,
time like
too
this.
fucking much of it
Sometimes I
because
wonder about your priorities.
I've
I
been
can
literally
understand where
watching
he's
skits for
coming
4
from.
hours
More to the
because they
point, does anyone
tacked
know
it
where it
all
leads?
in the end. Instead of it being
where it
nicely
leads.
paced out throughout the
To
entire
the center
game.
of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot.
Like, I don't really think there's too much voice acting, but I think they're like, Jesus Christ, there's so much of me just watching things here at the end of the game.
One of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
Like, that's a review I'd have to disagree with. I think that there's like so much voice acting to the point where it's like I get tired of hearing it. So amazing. I love watching skits for 4 hours. I love fighting the same enemy types we've been fighting throughout the entire game. Okay, this is level 50 stuff.
Don't get careless.
Everything's gonna dodge because all these enemies dodge.
Here's a healing art.
Oh, I don't have my ability ready. Of course I don't. They love to put these annoying enemies throughout the entire fucking game. Literally, that's all we've been fighting for this past half of it. Or 25% of it, maybe. 30%? I don't know. 4. I mean, we're 4 levels under this shit. Like, I smell a grind. Like, we're gonna have to grind down these dudes. Giggity.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look flustered.
God damn, give me my ability.
No further. Ha! This one's mine. Thank you.
Now, Law, get toasty.
Bird strike.
Didn't even break a sweat.
3,000 experience, like... Free will.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil.
Why does it
Do
matter?
you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danans?
I'd say it's likely, which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danans, but it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us.
Oh my god, you
Our
mean
free
what we've been
will.
fucking saying this whole
Now, hang
time?
on,
No
though.
way.
It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim
Like, I'm
to
gonna go,
choose
I'm
to
gonna
fight
fucking lose my
alongside us.
mind because this shit is so
Without it, we
dumb.
wouldn't have been able to beat
You mean
hatred
people
and
are
forge all
evil?
those connections we've made.
What?
Free will is what saved us, right?
Laws
Or
entirely
people
right.
have the capacity to be
Any
cruel
case,
to
it
one
certainly
another?
can't
I
hurt to
didn't
look
have
on the
any
bright side every
idea.
now and then.
Eat some
Yeah.
fruit sandwich and
Where
chain
there's hope,
combat and you'll
there's a
level
way.
in no time. I'm the same level as you and I don't grind XP.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
I don't really stop to grind either. I just sort of run through an area for a bit over and over, which is kind of like grinding, I guess. Maybe that's the literal definition of grinding. But it's only because, like, okay, I'm exploring this area, I run in, I gotta do stuff. No, god damn it. Level 46, so we're fighting level 50 and 52 stuff.
Is this a dead end?
It
I
appears
don't
this
know,
whole
there's a
room
fucking
functions as an
elevator over
elevator.
here.
That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
Fragments of the Renin Great Spirit's core. They are thought to have lain dormant inside the maiden. Oh, here we go. And there's some sort of level 38 thing here for some reason. Why is it so low level?
Insects would stay on the ground.
What? What sense does that make?
Got flyers.
Let a marksman handle it.
We did it. All yours. Rising Wyvern. Pissed off. Shockwave Flash.
Mega ray.
Rising Wyvern.
Now,
Reload. Light burst force.
radiant genesis. You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Take this. Rising Wyvern.
Stalagmite.
Air pressure.
Seal.
Rising burn out.
Oh wait, I haven't learned ground dash yet because we haven't been fighting. We're just watching cutscenes for the past 5 hours. I was like, I should have gotten SP by now, but it's like, oh wait, we haven't been fighting. We've been watching story for 3 hours straight.
Keep calm and take them down.
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always.
Now!
Here I hope that wasn't
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Theon actually look flustered.
Chaotic figure. What even is that?
This one's got your name on it!
ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
Oh, it's you. And they've just sort of left you alone this entire time? God damn it. Like, I'm not trying to... Oh, that's so annoying. Where is it? Why are you here, dude? As a level 38 monster, like, what is your purpose?
Here I go! Into the shadows!
Can you take it? Wow, thank you.
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Crazy!
More of them? Not so fast.
Illuminate the dark! Holy lit! Now!
Blow them away!
Oh man, it's an endurance round.
All yours, Kisara. Begin.
Chain between heaven and earth.
Can you take it?
I'll bring you down.
Does it hurt? You're mine.
Lunar blast.
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. On your knees.
Now.
Outfit.
In an instant! Impact cross! More?
Illuminate the dark.
Can you take it? Does it hurt? You're mine.
Chain between heaven and earth. A wailing
Stalagmite.
I owe you one.
Why'd you human?
To stop you dying?
This is in the sky, it's mine.
Take this.
Sword Rain Alpha!
By the
Elusive deity.
Eternal devastation!
Can you take it?
rain down and purify aqua.
Soaring blast.
Demon Fang!
This one's mine.
Destruction!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Rising Phoenix!
Take this.
I'm out of ammo.
Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? That's not to give me any ideas.
Begin. I don't feel like my usual self. Are you all right? Let me handle this one.
So sorry to disappoint you.
Air pressure! Soaring Light Spear!
Sleep now.
Sonic Catapult!
Not much longer to go.
Come on! One final push!
How do you know that?
Do this together, Alvin.
Missing Wyvern! Take this! Rising Phoenix! You picked the wrong fight!
A whirling struggle.
Thank you.
Rising Wyvern!
Take this.
Now.
Shield.
This one's got your
Like, we're
name
probably
on
going to
it.
get a good chunk of experience here, but it's probably only going to level us up once.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll be back.
On your knees! The flame inside me!
Alvin, this ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Yes, I would hope so.
In the way.
Oh, well, that was a waste.